Hey everybody, Richard S. back with another video. This is a contest entry for our buddy Darryl up in the Great White North. Northern Vinyl Guy is celebrating his 1 year anniversary. Congratulations, sir. Love hanging out with you when we're doing our live streams on Northern Revolutions with Rob and friends. Hope we'll do another one soon. So Darryl has pitched 9 questions um, that cover all kinds of range of topics. I think I had to research this one more so than some of the others that we've had to do. So here we go. Let's do this. Oh, with the prize being there are 2 choices. My choice is for Darryl to go jump into the snowdrift. Belly flop. That'd be cool too. Hey, it could happen. All right, number 1. Choose a song that has a unusual or strange word in the lyrics. I have chosen a song from Frank Black's, what's this called? Teenager of the Year. How could I forget that? Record Store Day, first pressing on vinyl in 2019. I've had this for a while. I think I've only played it a couple of times. The song that I found had the word juxtaposed in it, and it's Speedy Marie. Juxtaposed in each moment's sight, everything that I ever saw, and my one delight. Isn't that lovely? So, yeah, juxtaposed. Don't think I've heard that word in a song ever. I don't think so. Anyway, moving right along. Number 2. Show a vinyl pressing from your collection that's in a different country other than where you live. Obviously, I'm choosing a shoegaze thing because why not? I don't know if I've ever shown this album. This is a group called the Greencoats. They're from Sweden. This is a blend of silk and satin. Absolutely love this album. It took me ages to get it. It came out, I want to say, early 00s. A little bit kind of like trippy 60s psych with a shoegaze twist. It had another EP on CD only that kind of got me hooked into them, and I really wanted to get this. But it's on Tom T Recordings, which, from what I understand, is a product of Sweden. Whether they have record plants in Sweden, who knows? It might have been pressed somewhere in Europe, so that's not in the United States, so that one works. All right, moving on. Number 3, show an album from a state or province. I'm in the United States, so a state that it borders the one you live in. I live in Colorado, so several states border Colorado. We have Wyoming and Kansas and Utah and New Mexico and a little bit of Oklahoma. But I went to Utah with the Osmonds. This is probably my favorite Osmonds record, and yes, I do play this, and I have it on CD to boot. This was sort of their, shall we say, concept album, looking at kind of aspects of the Mormon religion. So it was a little bit polarizing when it came out, but some of the songs on here are tremendous. Traffic in My Mind fits in with, this is from the early 70s, fits in with like stuff that Deep Purple was doing back then. Really edgy guitar work and stuff. Some of the songs on here are really fun. So if you're so inclined, check out the Osmonds, The Plan album, because they're from Utah. Show a music item, paraphernalia from your collection. I have several up on the wall. So I have this Bob Mould poster from the Sunshine Rock tour. That is a picture of Bob Mould that I took and that he signed. And I got pictures over there from other concerts. But then I have a lot of books. So the book I wanted to show was Neil Peart's first book. It's called The Masked Rider, Cycling in West Africa. Very detailed, diary-like. All of his books were kind of either from blogs or journals taken on his trips, either on motorcycles or on bicycles or both in some cases. Really good read, super insightful, can really gets into Neil Peart as a person rather than the drummer of Rush, and all of the books that he's done, and I have a lot of them, are like that. So that is some paraphernalia and goodies. What else? Show an 80s album. How about if I show two 80s albums? Is that okay? How about something quirky like Frankie Goes to Hollywood? Um, Welcome to the Pleasure Dome. This is my original release from way back when. When did this come out? 84. I was starting college around there. So, yeah, a little out there that didn't go over well with some of their videos that need to be censored pretty heavily. But great album. Two Tribes is on here. Um, oh, what else is Pleasure Dome, of course. Welcome to the Pleasure Dome is a song. And another 80s along the same vein. How about Soft Cells, Nonstop Erotic Cabaret? Absolutely great album. They're one of those bands where I got hooked on the big song, which was their doing of Tainted Love. But this whole album is really interesting and good, well produced. Every time I post this on one of my Facebook groups that I belong to, it gets a great response. We're like, "Wow, I love that album. Where'd you get it?" Da, da, da. This is an original, and it came out 81. So yeah, I've held on to that and kept it very safe throughout the years. Discuss a struggle or challenge of being a record collector or collecting music. Space is always going to be the obvious one, but as I get older, I'm coming to terms with really wanting to downsize my life in a lot of ways. I'm really pushing towards a more minimalist approach with a lot of things. So that's going to be definitely a challenge as I get older. It's kind of like, well, what do we do with all this? Do I hang on to it? Do I, put it? So I don't know what to do. So if you have ideas, put them in the comments that I need to know. Show an album. I'm making sure I didn't. Oh, I didn't do this one. An album that you've been see a grail. Oh, that's what it is. Okay, a grail or sought out album that you hope to find in 2025. I brought up this album a couple of times. This is Owl John. Um, Scott Hutchison from Frightened Rabbit did a solo album in between two other Frightened Rabbit albums before he passed away from suicide 2018, I believe. This was 2014, I think. Great album. Was put out on vinyl, but I think it was such a limited run that they got snatched up. I haven't seen one in the wild ever. I'm happy to have the CD, but 11 years after the fact, can we get an anniversary reissue of this? It's on Atlantic, and I swear they seem like they're hoarding most of their catalog. Don't know why. Show an album that people would be surprised to know that you own. Well, my Canadian friends might appreciate that I own an Anne Murray album. Reason being is that this was kind of pilfered from my parents' collection. Shh. My mom loved this album, and I actually love this album too. It has her big song, Snowbird. She does a cover of Fire and Rain that's actually really, really good. Break My Mind is downright rocking as far as Anne Murray goes. It's a really good album, and I'm glad to say I do have Anne Murray in my collection. What else? Shout out to favorite non-VC channel that you like. I really got into urban exploring videos, especially during COVID. Kind of where my YouTube journey started in a lot of respects. Young man from Lithuania named Shai, Shiey, has done strings for years of fantastic, daring, downright scary sometimes urban exploring videos. They go into Chernobyl and look around and nearly get caught and this and that and climb super tall structures and stand on one foot at the top of 400 feet. And I'm going, ugh. But the videos are fascinating and really well photographed. They always have great music backgrounds. You might hear Brian Jonestown Massacre playing on a train video or something. I don't know. But any of those Urban Explorer videos are right up my alley, so I do watch those. So that is my entrance for the contest. Go, Darryl. Congratulations on 1 year. And we'll talk to you all soon. All right, take care. Bye.